So again, welcome. My name is Mingwei, and I am one of the co-authors and co-developers of the Kai and Hoku Explore the Foods of Hawaii, a wonderful nutrition education resource. And so this is our agenda. We are doing a welcome, and then we will teach everybody an opening song. Tiana will teach everybody an opening song. Then I'll share about our resources that we created really quickly, the Kai and Hoku books, the Farm to Keiki books, and where you can get those. And then we'll pass the time on to Tiana, who will be doing food preparation, modeling food preparation. And then she'll kick it back to me, and we'll be planting our green onions, or getting them ready to plant. And then we'll close. All right, over to you, Tiana.
Okay, aloha kakahiaka, everyone, and happy Earth Day! We are very excited to have you here today to celebrate this Earth with a Kai and Hoku breakfast class. I'm Auntie Tiana, or Auntie T. I am from the island of Kauai. I'm the author and founder of Farm to Keiki. We'll learn a bit more about that. And I'm very excited to be doing the food preparation today and teaching you how to use green onions in a recipe. So thanks everyone for joining today. I'm going to start with a song. Now, we always love in Hawaiian culture, we always start with an oli or a song, something to, one, respect and think about this place that we live in, our earth, the people that were here before us, but then also because it feels really good to start with singing and songs. It makes us feel calm and ready to prepare something, like ready to cook or ready to read or ready to write. So singing is very important for our hearts and souls, and it's fun to do together. So we're going to start with a song that I sang when I was your age, but we're going to change the last line to say green onions instead of papayas. You might have learned about papayas when you sang this song. So we'll do it 3 times. The first time, I'm going to sing it so you know the tune. The second time, I'll say one line, and then you sing the next line. So you'll repeat after me. The third time, we will all sing it together. So this is how the song goes. Oh, the earth is good to me, and so I thank the earth for giving me the things I need. The sun, the rain, and the green onions. The earth is good to me. Okay, so now the second time, we are going to sing it together. I'm going to say one line, and then you'll repeat the line after me. Are you ready? So you can unmute yourselves if you want to sing along, or you can stay on mute. First line. Oh, the earth is good to me.
Oh, the earth is good to me.
Beautiful voices. And so I thank the earth.
And so I thank the earth
For giving me the things I need.
for giving me the things I need.
The sun, the rain, and the green onions.
The sun, the rain, and the green onions.
The earth is good to me.
The earth is good to me.
Wonderful. Good job, everyone. Okay, you ready to do it all together? Okay, let's do it all together. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the earth is
Good to me.
and so I thank the earth
For giving me the things
I need. The sun, the rain, and the green
onions.
The earth is all right, wonderful, everyone. That was really good.
Thank you, Auntie T. So welcome again, everybody. We've had some people join us while we were doing our beautiful mele, our opening mele. So just wanted to quickly share about our 2 resources, Kai and Hoku, Explore the Foods of Hawaii, and our Farm to Keiki book. We were asked by the Bucks, who is part of the Food Basket of Hawaii, to get children to eat some more fruits and vegetables that maybe they were not trying. So just want to show you where you can access these books. So for the Kai and Hoku book, I hope you can see it. It's as easy as getting onto the Bucks website. So if you put thebucks.org, you can find out more about the Bucks program and all the wonderful things they're doing. So when you get on the Bucks website, look at the pink button. It says Keiki Corner. And you click on the Keiki Corner. It'll take you to the Kai and Hoku Explore Foods of Hawaii book, and it's a free download. You can download the book and download the sticker sheet. You're welcome to use it. And there are also other resources on that page. So obviously you can see our Keiki heroes. First, they were teaching children how to wear their mask and wash their hands. And now our Keiki heroes are teaching us how to enjoy and explore the foods of Hawaii. And then from this page, if you want to actually buy some of the books, you can click on this link and it takes you to the Farm to Keiki website. And on this Farm to Keiki website, you can find more recipes for wonderful, delicious food. And when you click on Shop Now, it takes you to a landing page where you can definitely purchase the Farm to Keiki workbook along with a Farm to Keiki text. So everyone, we want to really emphasize safety this morning. So make sure before you get cooking, make sure you wash your hands, right? It's a really important thing to wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. And then the other thing we want to emphasize today is also for you to enjoy cooking together. So washing hands, trying something new, making sure that your scissors, I hope everybody has a pair of scissors that you're going to use to help to prepare your green onions. Make sure that is clean, and make sure all your surfaces around you, like your table or your kitchen, I can see everything is nice and clean. And if you can, push your hair back. If you have long hair like me, that's why mine's up in a bun. And see Auntie T, she's got hers tied back too. So if you have long hair, push your hair back so it doesn't get into the way and doesn't fall into the food. Nice, I see the Keikoa Ohana, getting your hair back, wonderful. So clean hands, clean surfaces, get your hair back. And sometimes too, if you are cooking, really cooking and using a lot of kitchen utensils, you may want to make sure that your floor is clean as well. And you also may want to be wearing, sometimes you need to be wearing shoes, right, Auntie T? Okay, so for today, clean hands, clean surfaces, clean tools, put your hair back. And I think we're ready to get cooking with Auntie T. Over to you, Auntie T.
All right, thank you, Mingwei. And now I just wanted to show you really quick, what do these books look like? Now, here is the Kai and Hoku booklet. This is something you can print online for free. You can have all the pages, and you can also purchase it, and I will send it to you. Or you have the Farm to Keiki book. Now, you can do all the recipes in the Kai and Hoku book without having this extra book. But in here, there's a lot of other pages with different recipes and ideas of how to use the plants. All right, so that's what the books look like. And we are going to be doing the green onion page from this book. So let's open this up. Now, in our book, there are 3 ways to taste each food. And we want to try foods a couple different times because maybe you like it one way and you don't like it the other. How will we ever know if we don't try it out? So, and a lot of our foods like green onions, they taste delicious on lots of different foods. In this book, we gave you 3 recipes because they taste delicious in fried rice, delicious on eggs, delicious in breadfruit or ulu mashed potatoes or regular mashed potatoes, and so many other ways. But these are 3 that we thought would be really fun for you to cook and try together with your families. On the pages, you also have a part, an activity. So we're going to be growing the green onions. And then the cooking part, let's start here. It says chopped green onions. So you are going to learn today how to chop these green onions or prepare them so they're ready to be used on any of these dishes. Then I'm going to show you a demonstration about how to make fried rice with your green onions. So after the class, you'll go ahead and cook and you can make fried rice. Usually a lot of us have leftover rice in the fridge, right? So you can go ahead and make your fried rice afterwards. Okay, so the first thing you all need to do is have your green onions. Do you all have your green onions? Great. Okay, everyone's ready. So I want you to point to where are the roots and where is the top that's going up to the sky when it's growing? Where do you think? Yes, I see here. Good job, everyone. So the roots are at the bottom. This is what brings up, this is how the plant eats. It's eating with its roots. It gets its water and its food. So that goes in the earth and it has a white part. You see how the white part's very thick? And at the top is the green part. Now this is squishy. What is inside there? Huh, what's inside there? Maybe we'll find out when we cut it open. So what we're going to do first is we want to save these roots because we are going to regrow them with Auntie Wei. Okay, so we are all going to use our scissors, or if you have a knife with you, to cut about here. So there's about an inch. I like to leave about an inch. So you can use your scissors. Now, if you're old enough to be using a sharper knife, I'm going to show you a few different tools. So I have like a small little scissor. I also have this Opinel children's knife, which is really great. And you can put, you can put your finger in here and hold the knife. So it's a really nice knife. For all your children, you can use this. Or I have something like a salad knife, like a nylon knife. So this might be easier than the scissors for this end part. So perhaps on another green onion, you can try with a knife. And when we're cutting with our families, you always want to protect one hand of the child and hold onto their hand over the knife if they're using a sharp knife. And then you can cut it like that. And I'm sorry, my screen, it's a little far away. We're trying to get it all in one picture. So for now, let's use our scissors because that's what we have. And you can cut the first inch off. So you're going to do this on the cutting board. I'm just showing you up here where it's going to be. So place your green onion on the cutting board and cut right at the bottom. So what you're left with is that. Does everybody have that? Great job. Excellent. So next, what we're going to do, we are going to practice two shapes. Great. Good job, Eileen and Ohana. Great. Okay, so we're going to do two shapes. The first shape are circles. So with this white part here, we are going to make circles because that's going to go in a different part of the dish than the green part. So what to do circles is I'm going to have my scissors on the cutting board resting. We don't want to do it in the air because this is safer. I'm going to put the green onion in the scissor. I'll show you right here. So I'm going to put it in and just go straight across like that. Okay, so let's cut circles straight across. And if you have a knife, and you can use that too if you're working with your ohana to do that. But a scissor works just fine. So cut all the white part. We get that? Okay, I'm going to do another one because I need more for the recipe. So everyone cut the white part. Once you're finished cutting the white part, let's try to make a diagonal slice. So a diagonal slice, it's kind of like we go from one side of the screen to the other like this, a diagonal, like a cross. So instead of cutting straight across, we're going to cut at an angle. So Ohana, can you help your children cut the green part at an angle? So this is going to be used for a different part of the recipe, and you want to keep these separate. So put the green part and the white part separately so we can add them to the recipe after you're finished with the class. Let's see. And I'm going to use my knife to show you as well how easy it is to use these little knives. Chop, 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 chop. They're very safe. There's also come with a finger guard. So if you have these with children, they can hold them and they won't chop their fingers. Okay, I have enough, I think, for this recipe. So now is time. Can I get a thumbs up or a thumbs up to see, is everybody good? Did you cut your green onions? Yes, thumbs up, thumbs up. All right. So now it's time to get cooking. I'm gonna turn my stove on. There we go. Okay, now we're cooking. So I'm using a wok here. You don't have to make fried rice with a wok, but it is helpful. You want it on a medium high. Here's all the ingredients you're going to need. You'll need 2 bowls of rice. Preferably you cooked this rice the day before and you left it in the refrigerator so it can get nice and dry. Then you want to leave the rice on the counter for a little bit of time so it can get to room temperature. You don't want cold rice for this recipe. You want it to get to room temperature. You're also going to need, or you don't have to bring it, but you can put a protein source like tofu. Here I have sliced turkey, or you can use ham as traditionally used. So we want to use really good organic sources of protein though, because that's very important for children to have healthy raised animals in their foods. Okay, then I have salt and pepper. I have my green onions already chopped. We want to prepare everything ahead of time so it's easy to cook. I have 1 egg. I have a high heat oil. This I'm using extra virgin avocado oil. And then you have shoyu, soy sauce. Here I have coconut aminos because that's what's in my kitchen. And that's all you need. You also need a spatula, this wok, a bowl for compost, a bowl for storing the egg when it's finished, and a plate for your final product. Okay? So the first thing we do is I'm going to heat my oil, just about a tablespoon. Then once it's heated, about 30 seconds to a minute, you don't want it too hot, we're going to put our egg in here. Are we ready to crack? Let's go. Okay, so we crack our egg. You might want to put it in a bowl first, and then if it's in a bowl first, oops, sorry, that's a little loud. And you won't get any shells inside. So we want to stir this up. So you just cook it for about a minute. We don't want the egg to get overly cooked because we're going to cook the egg again. So that's it. It's just cooked like that. So simple. Now I ran out of oil, so I'm going to put in a little bit more oil in here. I used olive oil, which has a flavor, so it's not always the best. Oh, and I'm sorry, we forgot one thing. We forgot to slice our turkey. So we're gonna slice this just like this, simply into squares. So that's our other shape for today. Squares. Okay, so here we have our turkey squares, or you could use your ham or tofu. And I'm gonna put this in here. Okay, it's starting to smell good. You always want to have a towel right next to you. And usually you'd have more space here where you're cooking, but I want to show you everything, so I'm keeping it all close together. So let's cook this for about a minute. Get it nice and crispy. So now it has a little brown tinge, which is time to put the white part of the green onion. What flavor does a green onion have? Can you write it in the chat or unmute yourself? What flavor does that have? Why would I add it in to the dish? Does it taste good? Have you tasted what green onion before? Go ahead and write in the chat if you've tasted a green onion before. So the green onion adds a flavor like an onion, but not so much. And the great thing is it's really easy to grow. And that's why we're focusing on them today. Now I'm going to add my 2 bowls of rice. So here's 1 bowl. And let's break it up. And the second bowl. Okay. Ooh, this is looking good. You think you can make this recipe? What do you think? It looks pretty easy so far?
Yes, it looks easy so far, Auntie T. And Chelsea says green onions has an onion taste.
Right. So green onions are related to regular big bold onions. But they're easier for us to grow, and they grow in like 2-3 weeks. So they're really nice to have in our kitchen gardens. Now let's add the egg, the last ingredient for our food ingredient. Oh, this is looking good.
I wish I could smell it from over here, Auntie T.
I wish, we used to do classes in person, and now with Zoom, it's great because we can come right to you. But you are going to have to make the dish come to life. So now what we do is add some salt. Here's my salt. Sprinkle that in. Just do a couple sprinkles and some pepper. Originally, I see Magnus says green onions spicy taste. Yeah, a little spicy.
A little spicy, you're right, Magnus.
Now, speaking of spicy, we're adding a little bit of pepper. I have black pepper, but a traditional pepper to use in my Japanese fried rice is white pepper. It's a little less spicy. Okay, 2 last ingredients. We have our shoyu, or here's our coconut amino. Just a little bit. Oh, you hear it sizzle? Yeah. Okay, and the last ingredient is, what's our last ingredient? Did you guess it? Green onions, the green part. So I'd want to add a lot more, but we were cutting pretty quickly. So we wanted to get to show you the whole process. So there we go. That's it. We're going to turn the stove off. Now what I'm going to do is put it into my bowl. So let's get a spoon. I'm going to put this into my bowl so I can shape it. Just like, have you ever been to a restaurant and they serve fried rice that looks like a dome, like a snow globe, but it's a rice globe? This is how they make it. So, all up. Okay, so it's all scooped and nice, right? Flatten it on the top. Let's see if it works. I'm gonna put the plate on. Ta-da! There is our fried rice bowl. And then what do we do on top? Oh, I need more green onions to garnish it. Hold on. This is why you need more space.
Oh, you need more space and more green onions.
More space, more green onions. So let's do a couple really quick. I'm going to do the nice diagonal shaped one because that will look really pretty on top. Yes. Okay. And ta-da! Here is green onion fried rice. Do you think you can make that? I see Magnus clapping. I think you're ready to make that. Are you ready? Yes. Okay, so after class today, I hope this is going to be your breakfast and you let us know how it tastes. You can go on the Debucks Instagram or email us and say, yeah, that tasted pretty good. We'll send you the whole recipe. Now it's time to grow your green onions so that you can make this recipe again and again. So thanks everyone. Turn it over to Auntie Ming Wei.
Thank you so much, Auntie T. Like she says, my name is Auntie Ming Wei. And so now If you have a little jar, any kind of little jar, I love just using what I can find. Place your green onions in a little bit of water in your jar, and then set it somewhere where there's a little bit of sunlight, and observe your green onions every day. So this is how you know when your green onions are ready to plant. So you see, I did these about a week ago because I knew we were going to come to this class. And I want you to compare this green onion with this one. What do you see? What? Look at this one compared to this one.
It's louder.
It grows. Exactly. See, this one, nothing really happened, right? We cut it. I cut it last week. And it kind of even looks sad and droopy. But this one, it started showing me that it's still alive. And in fact, there's a very small little leaf coming out. So which one will I plant? This one with the green coming out, or this one that looks nothing much happened?
The one with the green coming out.
The one that with the green coming out, okay? So I'm going to show you. So it took about a week or less. Today is Saturday. I did this on Sunday. I could have actually planted this maybe on Thursday or Friday. So let's count. If I did it on Sunday, we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think I could have planted it on Thursday. Then we had Friday, and then today is Saturday, 7 days. I waited till today because I knew I was going to see all of you. And then I want to show you, this is my big green onion planter. So I love green onions. And I have this planter right outside my door usually because I cook with green onions almost every day. I either put the green onions like you did with Auntie T on some rice or in my soup. And you can see I have lots and lots of green onions growing. Some of them are very small. I started these from seeds. See how small those are? And some of them are bigger. So it's so easy. All you have to do is take your green onion and find a nice place in your planter, and you can make a little hole with your finger. And then you stick it in and you cover it. I'll do another one. See, look at the roots are coming out. I'll make another hole. I'll stick it in. And really, everyone, that's about it. Sometimes I put a little bit of compost in my planter box with my green onions so that my green onions have something to feed it and nourish it. But really, this is why we wanted to share about green onions. It's so easy. It's easy to cook with. It's easy to restart and plant. And the best thing about green onions is that it has a lot of nutrients. And so when you're eating it, you're helping to increase your body's nutrients. Okay, getting nutrients into your body. Today, after our class, you will be cooking green onions and then growing green onions. They're rich in vitamins to grow strong bones. Vitamin K helps you to grow strong bones, and vitamin C protects you from colds and builds up your immunity. Any questions about what we did today? So they're easy to grow, they're easy to cook with. Any questions, any thoughts?
Do you put water every day or every other day?
Oh, very good question. So sometimes, and I don't know if you can you see the difference between this water and this water?
Uh-huh.
So this water has become cloudy. And so when I see it becoming cloudy, I just change the water with some fresh water. So maybe it takes a couple of days for it to get cloudy, then I'll change out the water and put in some clean water. Oh, good. Norma has the same, whoever Jeff, Jeff, you have the same ooey yogurt jar as I do. Great. Oh, lots of you do too. I know. I love these little jars. They make so much sense. So to give it a few days. So again, I think, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you don't have to wait for 7 days. Like what Auntie T says, watch your green onions. It might be ready to plant. You know that when it starts giving you little sprouts like this, it might be ready in maybe 3 or 4 days. All right.
I have another question. When you plant it in the planter, what is that called? Pot?
Yes.
And you put the water every day, right? Every day? You put in water.
That's a very good question. Thank you, Auntie Kima. So boys and girls and everyone, how do you know when you need to water something? How do you know when you need to water something? You touch the soil. So don't be afraid to feel the soil. Don't be afraid to put your hands in there. And of course, you're going to wash your hands after you cook again. But if your soil feels a little moist, you can feel it's moist, then you don't have to water it. One of the challenges that many people have in gardening is they overwater. They put too much water. So don't be afraid to feel your soil. In fact, it's even a good idea to maybe you want to, oh, my soil smells really good. It smells like green onions. But feel your soil. And so, Auntie Kima, usually for me, because this planter box is outside and I live on the Big Island where it rains, I barely have to water. Oh. But ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls, if your planter box maybe is on your lanai or somewhere where it doesn't rain, I would say maybe once every 3 days you need to water it. You don't have to water it every day. You should go and look at it every day and observe, but I don't think you need to water it every day. Once every 3 days, it's great. And it's good to water deep. So once every 3 days, give it a really good watering instead of every day with a little bit. It's good to let it have good deep watering once every 3 days.
Sounds good.
You keep your planter indoors, definitely, Angela. Just put it by a sunny window because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what do plants need to grow? Right? They need some sun, they need some water, they need some soil, and they need a lot of love. So you can definitely keep your planter indoors and have it somewhere where they can get some sun. Another reason why I think everybody needs to grow green onions. It's so easy. It helps with your nutrition. It helps with food security. Now I want to ask Magnus and Mom, can you show, how do I stop spotlighting myself? Now that it's on, I don't know how to unpin myself. I want Magnus to show, can you do that, Tiana? How do I do it?
I don't know if it.
I want Magnus and his mom to show everybody the seeds.
Oh, the seeds.
So there you go. So see, Magnus and green onion actually went to seed. So if you let your green onion grow, maybe choose one green onion plant and don't harvest it and let it keep growing, it will produce a little tuft on top like that. And then when it dries out, you will find that there are going to be black seeds in there. And then you can regrow green onions with seeds. So she got some seed. Can you see Magnus' mom? She pulled out some of the black seeds from the green onion flower. So boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, you can choose, like I said, choose one of your green onions and don't harvest it. Just let it keep growing. And then you can get seeds.
Is this plastic? Oh, glass.
Right. Thank you so much, everyone, for planting green onions with us. We want to end again with our song. So, Auntie T, anything else to say?
Yes, before we end, let's take a look at the Kai and Foku book one more time because we didn't fill out what things are going to taste like. And you're going to be doing this
that's right.
When you print out your books, or if you maybe you already have a book. Let us know if you do in the chat. So in the book, there's this food exploration tracker, and there's a sticker page that comes with the printed book, or you can print the sticker page and make your own stickers. Now you're going to say, I, your name, tasted these fruits and veggies. You're going to find the food that looks like your vegetable. Can you see which one looks like a green onion? Which one looks like a green onion? Type in the chat. You can say it out loud. You can unmute yourself. You see it?
The one in the middle.
Yes, Magnus. It is the one in the middle. Great. So you're going to put, after you taste it, let's see, how do we taste it? So let's do an example. Here we are, green onions. Fried rice is the first food we're going to taste. Let's break apart the fried rice dome. See how good of a job we did? I'm going to close my eyes and think, what does this taste like? Describe to your family the flavors. I'll describe to you, this tastes salty, and it tastes savory, and it tastes delicious. And all the things you observe, you're gonna write down below here in these lines. Then you can go ahead and put your sticker onto your sticker page. Now here, let's see, what did we do today? We fried rice. We regrew the green onions from the root. Good job. And you cooked. You chop the green onions, which is a very important part of cooking, is the food preparation. So great job, everyone. Let's end with our song.
Okay.
Mingwei, can you push up our
got our song up on the screen again.
Okay. So can we do this all together again? Feel free to unmute yourself if you want. In honor of Earth Day. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the earth is good to me, and so I thank the earth for giving me the things I need. The sun, the rain, and the green. The earth is good to me. Da-da-da. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this really fun Earth Day class today. We'd like to end by asking everybody to write in the chat, or feel free to raise your hand and unmute yourself. We want to know, what's one thing you are going to do to celebrate the Earth? One good thing, maybe this weekend, that you can do to celebrate the Earth.
Sounds good. Day.
Planting.
Yay, planting.
Great. What else? What else is everyone going to do to celebrate?
Speak up.
I said to take care of the earth by picking up rubbish.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you very much.
And this is sunny. Come on, is the best. It says come out.
I see the sun come out.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for sharing what you're going to do to celebrate the Earth. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for our breakfast class, and we look forward to seeing you all again. Ahui ho. Thank you. Mahalo, Piha.
Ahui ho. Aloha.
Ahui ho.